Hi guys and gals, it's John from AFK Books and Records. Welcome to the No Flipper Tour. Today we're going to talk about all the amazing Record Store Day stuff that's coming out this year. As you can see, I have a flipper behind me, and a lot of the images that I'm going to show today actually say No Flipper, support record stores. This is because we're really all about making sure that people who are going to buy stock and flip it on eBay don't come out on Record Store Day and just resell everything. So please bear with us. Some of the images are a little bit screwed up. I'm not sure I would have approached this way, but that's the way they wanted us to approach it this year. So in general, these images are going to be watermarked on the top, and we definitely support the concept of making sure that everybody who really loves music gets this stuff, and it's not just a huge economic physical land grab. Without further ado, I'm going to dive into some of this amazing stuff. It's going to take a while. I'm probably going to break this into different parts and actually walk you around one of my favorite cities in the world today, Virginia Beach, Virginia. But Record Store Day is Saturday, April 22nd. We're going to be open up at 6 a.m. in the morning, and we'll actually start selling Record Store Day stuff at 8 a.m. in the morning. But at 6 you can come in and get an awesome breakfast from our friends at HK on the Bay, and also win some raffles. We'll reform the line at 7:15. We've got some amazing stuff to give away, tickets to some amazing Norvis shows, some signed memorabilia. So we're going to have all kinds of great stuff and tons of records. We have approaching 1,000 records this year, over 300 super limited records, and all kinds of other stuff that we're going to bring out just for this day. Happen to have a bunch of used stock in the back that we were using, which we're going to push out. Hopefully we'll get all that stuff out by then. So we look forward to seeing you on that day. So a lot of this stuff is going to be super limited. Some of it we're only going to get one copy of. We've ordered everything that I'm going to show you today. Sometimes stuff gets canceled. As we get closer, if you want to call us and find out exactly how many we've got, I don't mind sharing that with you on anything that we have. All of this is first come, first serve on Record Store Day. Usually we try to go down the line and give everybody their first pick, which again helps stop the flippers back there. Sorry, dolphins. I love dolphins, by the way. I just don't like eBay flippers. I actually love dolphins. I love sailing out there and having dolphins like come up to my boat and splash me, which actually happened last year, which is pretty cool, because I guess I'm just splashable. Anyway, what we try to do is make sure one per customer, at least on Saturday. On Sunday, if I have any stock left over for any reason, you're welcome to buy as many as you like. But on Saturday, it's one per customer for everything. And again, pretty rare stuff, pretty limited stuff. Sometimes we have people start out really early in line. I think last year, a year and a half before, we had somebody at 11 p.m. at night. We'll try to make you guys as comfortable as possible for that. We might even have some care packages set out for you guys who do the overnight line thing this year. I hear the record store ferry might be leaving you some packages to open at different times of the night if you're there, to make it go down a little bit easier, to make the pill go down, staying outside. But anyway, we look forward to seeing you. So I'm going to just start talking about some of the cool stuff that's coming out. And this is all alphabetically by first name, which isn't what we normally do in the store. But the first one is Chow, welcome to Ghazi. And if I mispronounce anything, I'm sorry. There's 300 different bands, and I don't know all of you guys, but I researched you enough to know that you're great. This is a 12-inch picture disc, only 750 of these pressed. HL is a hot up-and-coming R&B artist who's been praised critically by none other than Pigeons and Planes, Complex, Fader, Mass Appeal, Noisy, and Pitchfork, so that's a pretty good list. The debut album was released in 2016 and is on picture disc. One of the songs, Far From Home, was included in Zane Lowe's Best of 2016 list, so you got to check that out. Also, Against Me, Stabatha Christie. This is a 7-inch picture disc. This limited disc features 2 brand new tracks from the punk rockers Against Me. I just saw these guys live, opened up for Green Day. Fantastic show. If you get a chance to see them, be sure to check them out. And I should say guys and gals. Air, here's another pronunciation challenge. Le Soleil est près de moi. How'd I do, guys? After the first 2 incredible debut singles, Modulator Mix and Casanova 70, were revealed to the world back in 1995, Air released 2 follow-up classics in 1997. I'm not going to pronounce them again. This RSD release includes both original versions and a couple remix versions, including one by Dan the Automator of Gorillaz fame. Also, AJJ, Decade of Regression, live at Side 1 Dummy. This is an LP, only 1,200 of these pressed. Decade of Regression, live at Side 1 Dummy, captures an intimate live session recorded at Side 1 Dummy's headquarters in the summer of 2016. Alice in Chains, Get Born. I know these are going to go fast. This special Alice in Chains 45 RPM double 7-inch collects 4 hard-hitting tracks remastered and available on vinyl for the very first time. What the Hell Have I and A Little Bitter, released on the soundtrack to Arnold Schwarzenegger's film Last Action Hero. Don't know where I was going there. In 1993, were the first to release new bassist Mike Inez, who played with Ozzy Osbourne for 5 years. Get Born Again and Died, released on the box set Music Bank in 1999, were the band's first recordings with original vocalist Lane Staley, who is of course no longer with us. All Time Low, MTV Unplugged. For the first time ever, All Time Low's intimate MTV Unplugged album is available on warm and cozy vinyl. Available on limited edition white and black smash. Alan Toussaint, the Alan Toussaint Collection, 2 LP, 3-side reproduction of the 1991 CD. It's the first time this has been on vinyl. And if you're not familiar with Alan Toussaint, he was not only an amazing R&B performer, but also a crazy prolific songwriter and record producer. He wrote songs like Fortune Teller, which I don't know if you heard Robert Plant did with Alison Krauss, crazy on that record. Southern Nights and Working in a Coal Mine, famously covered by Devo. He also produced massive hits for Dr. John and LaBelle like Right Place, Wrong Time and Lady Marmalade, Creole Lady Marmalade. Andre 3000 of Outkast, All Together Now. For the very first time on vinyl, Andre 3000's eclectic interpretation of the Beatles' All Together Now, first heard in a Nike commercial that aired during the NBA Finals in 2010. This 45 RPM single is backed with a previously unreleased instrumental version of that track. Animal Collective, Meeting of the Waters. This is a 12-inch. It's a performance of Animal Collective's A.V. Terre and geologist recorded live in the Amazon rainforest in Brazil in early 2016. And excerpts of this music are to be featured in a forthcoming Viceland TV series set to air in the spring of summer 2017, focusing on artists and their environmental concerns. This EP is original tracks and field recordings and is over 30 minutes in length. Annie Fried Lyngstad, otherwise known as Frida. I used to own a Frida album because Phil Collins did the drums, and that's why I thought it was cool. Produced by her then fiance and member of ABBA, Benny Andersson, Frida was released in 1971. The album received unanimously generous praise from the critics and press, who especially noted the precision and versatility of her voice. The album is sung entirely in Swedish and contains translated covers of international hits such as Leonard Cohen's Suzanne, Simon & Garfunkel's The Sound of Silence, and Everything's Alright from Jesus Christ Superstar. Sounds pretty cool. Art of Noise, Moments in Love Beatbox. Moments in Love is the third single by English avant-garde synth-pop group Art of Noise, with Trevor Horn of Yes and Buggles fame. Moments in Love wasn't released globally as a commercial single until 1985. This will be released on a purple 12-inch vinyl. The Art Pepper Quartet, self-titled, recorded in late 1956 and released in early 1957, the same year as the landmark Art Pepper Meets the Rhythm section came out. Mastered from the original mono tapes, its first album appearance on vinyl in far too long. Now on clear wax, reproducing the original art and liner notes of an error-correct tip-on jacket. The project was overseen by Art's widow, Laurie Pepper. To make this track even more special and unique, the alternate takes of A Blues at Twilight has been included as a bonus track. This is an all-analog chain from tape to vinyl, which means analog tape directly to the machine that writes the metal master, or the mother as it's called. And apparently it has beautiful packaging. The Atomic Bomb Band, don't try saying that fast, performing the music of William Onyerbot. The band said, "We never knew when we put out an album of music of the late William Onyerbot that William had never performed live, though we did know he had no interest in doing so. So we thought we should put together a band to play his music live." What an amazing time it's been. It's been so enjoyable that we thought we should document the group playing William's music live in a studio. The document is not in any way trying to compete with the amazing work that William Onyerbot did originally. This is a limited EP only edition, which we hope you'll enjoy. Please welcome the Atomic Bomb Band. Featuring on this album are Jamie Liddell, Alexis Taylor of Hot Chip, Luke Jenner of The Rapture, Charles Lloyd, Money Mark, of course, of the Beastie Boys, Pat Mahoney of LCD Sound System, and a bunch of other great folks. So that's going to be pretty cool. Avenged Sevenfold, Waking the Fallen. For the first time ever, Avenged Sevenfold's groundbreaking album, Waking the Fallen, is available on a double LP collector's edition picture disc, extremely limited to a one-time only pressing for Record Store Day. Also, we have The Bad Signs, Black Magic. The Bad Signs, Black Magic features a cover of Elvis's Can't Help Falling in Love on side B, which is backward masked and conjured spirits when played backwards. Scary. This song won't be available digitally or on any repressings. Each album also contains a page from the secret diary of Elvis Presley. $1 from each record will be donated to the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. So help some folks out there. Help some kids out. Buy some vinyl. Also, Balance and Composure, Slow Heart. This is a limited edition 7-inch with unreleased tracks from the Light We Made sessions. These guys are frequently compared to Brand New and Nirvana, which is pretty good company. Banks and Steels, Wild Season, featuring Florence Welch of Florence and the Machine. Florence Welch. Hey, it kind of makes sense. I wonder if she came up with that name because of that. Florence Welch, Lawrence Welch? How about Florence Welch? Anyway, a musical collaboration between Wu-Tang Clan's RZA and Interpol's Paul Banks featuring Florence Welch. Hey, I already said this on the A side. I won't read that to you. The Beatles, Strawberry Fields and Penny Lane. This is really cool. This is the original promo for Sgt. Pepper, which was, again, Strawberry Fields Forever and Penny Lane on the B-side, and it actually didn't end up on Sgt. Pepper, so it's kind of like New Order. They do that too. They release singles and then don't put them on the album. So the Beatles kind of spearheaded that way back in the day. It's got the original art sleeve. This was just released. I ordered a bunch of them. Hopefully I'll get a bunch of them too, so pretty cool. Also, Ben Folds with the West Australian Symphony Orchestra live in Perth. This was recorded live over 2 nights in Australia in 2005. Live in Perth features Mr. Folds in collaboration with the West Australian Sympathy. Okay, I'm not going to do another take, folks. Symphony Orchestra for an orchestral take on favorites from his witty piano pop discography. His first of many performances with orchestras all over the world. Previously only available on DVD, Live in Perth would be available as a 2 LP set that features 2 previously unreleased recordings from the concerts. Betty Savert, Damaged Good. Dutch indie legends Betty Savert returned on their 25th anniversary with their 11th studio album, Damaged Good. This transparent magenta vinyl will include a digital download and the full CD. Damaged Good is one of the Betty's most diverse albums so far, including songs barely 60 seconds long and an 8-minute epos and everything in between. It's a big story, intense, raw, tender, but mostly passionate and fierce. Kind of like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Big L, Devil's Son EP from the Vaults. Harlem rapper Big L helped pioneer the horrorcore subgenre of hip-hop in his short but notable career with his underground track Devil's Son, which is a song recorded but deemed too controversial for 1995's Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous. Devil's Son is released on 12-inch vinyl alongside an instrumental version, plus 4 legendary and long bootlegged unreleased tracks from the Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous sessions. Big Star, Complete Third, Vinyl Masters. Complete Third was years in the making. The vinyl volumes of Complete Third began rolling out at the end of last year, with Volume 1, Demos to Sessions to Roughs, arriving in November, and Volume 2, Roughs to Mixes, in February 2017. Now Volume 3, Final Masters, is here to complete the trilogy. This double LP contains every release master recording from every officially released version of Third on 3 sides of vinyl, appropriately. As an add-in bonus, the CD's version features hidden tracks that takes place on a specially etched side 4. And to make Volume 3 even more special, it's available as a limited edition slipcase with rooms for Volumes 1 and 2, which were sold separately. Plus it contains a 20-page, full-color, LP-size booklet with all of the notes, photos, and commentary from the CD set. Whew! That's a lot of Big Star. That's a big star. Big Thief, Mythological Beauty. This is a limited edition Record Store Day 2017 single on opaque yellow vinyl featuring 2 new tracks, Mythological Beauty and Breathe in My Lungs. Or Breath in My Lungs, even. I don't know. Breathe in My Lungs, yeah. By the way, if you missed their amazing Masterpiece single, be sure to check that out. We've got it. They're great. Bill Evans, Another Time, the Hilversum Concert. Another Time, the Hilversum Concert is a rare, never-before-issued recording of the legendary Bill Evans trio featuring Eddie, I don't know. Gomez on bass, obviously not that legendary if I don't know how to pronounce his or her first name. Either that or I'm really stupid, which is much more likely. And Jack DeJohnette on drums, captured live at the NRU, which is the Netherlands Radio Union, studios in Hilversum in 1968. This is only the 3rd known recording in existence of this particular trio. The tapes have laid dormant for nearly 50 years. This deluxe LP will include rare photos, essays, and interviews, so get your jazz on. The Black Angels, Death Song. The Black Angels, a crazy talented psych band, hail from Austin, Texas, one of my favorite Texas towns. This release features an exclusive glow-in-the-dark vinyl and a blacklight cover version of their latest record. That's pretty trippy. The Black Lips cassette box set, all 4 of the Vice music albums, Good, Bad, Not Evil, 200 Million Thousand, Arabia Mountain, and Underneath the Rainbow, on Burger cassette in a limited edition Happy Meal box. I love the packaging these guys do. So the only question is, would you like any fries with that? Blitz and Trapper, unreleased recording series, Waking Bullets at Breakneck Speed. Waking Bullets at Breakneck Speed is the first volume of Blitz and Trapper's unreleased recording series. It was recorded at the Telegraph Building in Portland, Oregon, state of my birth. Thank you very much. During the Wild Mountain Nation and Fur sessions circa 2006. Blondie, Long Time. This exclusive 7-inch includes Long Time from the new Blondie album, Pollinator, along with the B-side, The Breaks, which appears only on this limited edition Record Store Day offering. So we love Blondie. We had a bunch of a cool single that we were giving away, not giving away, selling for $2. You can get $2 off the full length. Those are all sadly gone, but the full length is coming soon, so we're excited. And I'm going to go change venue and hopefully do something with my hair this time. You may actually see more of my big ugly forehead because I'm eating too much hair doing this video. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon at a new location in Virginia Beach with more Record Store Day fun. Bye. No flippers.